Okay, so we got a new series here, and it's only going to be for, I believe it's 8 weeks. I think it's 8 weeks, but it's actually called "Your Husband Is Cheating on Us." Child, get into that title. Let's talk about this shit here. Hey,
And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I want to put my soapbox. That's basically. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie?
guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is episode 1. This is my review for episode 1 of JD Lawrence's "Your Husband Is Cheating on Us." JD Lawrence is basically a playwright who has this play that he's putting on, and it's very Chitlin circuit. It has some folks that we've seen in the David E. Talbert stuff, and in the Tyler Perry stuff, and all of that. But what it is they're putting on a play. He has actually he's doing it in New York City. He's brought all of the actors together and having them live in the house together. He's creating himself a reality show and watching them learn their lines and get themselves together, and all of the drama with all of these egotistical people that he's stuck in his house. First persons is actually his daughters. He has 2 daughters. They're 22 and 23, Brianna and Taylor, and they are his assistants. And they don't play. They're young girls, and a lot of these people who run the circuit know them from them growing up around being around their dad's plays and that. So the respect thing, there's a respect thing there because they're like kids to some of these people. But these 2 little girls, they are not for the bullshit. You could tell they're used to working with these people, these singers and actors that are so egotistic. They are for none of the bullshit. And I'm here for them, okay? And especially it's that Taylor. Baby, that Taylor, I think she's the youngest one. Baby, she's off the chain. She is so much like her dad. Because J.D. Lawrence, that motherfucker is no goddamn holds barred, no bullshit. He just lets you have it. And that Taylor, I said, girl, yes, ma'am. So, very, very interesting. First, we got Leah Grant. Leah Grant's an actress and a singer. And we got Deatra Hicks. Now, I know Deatra Hicks from years ago. Okay? Singing ass. Deatra did a lot of Tyler Perry plays. A lot of Tyler Perry plays. She sings her face off. But she's been on different episodes of like Divorce Court and different shit like that. Her real life is a bit messy. I've heard over the years that she is hard to work with, that she is very diva-like. She has one album that I know of, that she has one song on there that I just absolutely love that I perform. Everything I Feel is my goddamn jam. But she's real talented. Very, very, very talented songstress. But very, very extra. Like extra. Like Tiffany Pollard, but can sing. That kind of extra. The thing about Leah Grant and Deatra Hicks, both of these whores got babies by the same man. To the point where, and it was drama where like there had to be paternity tests and all of that. Deatra actually had her baby last, and her baby there was a denial of paternity. She had a paternity test, and it turned out that the man, Mr. Grant, because it is Leah's husband, actually is the baby's father. But Deatra's stand on the whole thing is that of some side chicks that we all know and love and hate. That bitch, I had him before, during, and after the marriage, bitch. So she's bold and ridiculous with it like that. This old disrespectful whore. Is you live whore? But she's real disrespectful, just disrespectful. And I said, oh, I couldn't even imagine when all that was really going on, what her too was like. There's another girl named Tondi who's there, who is best friends with Leah. Okay. Now, there's a little tension that goes with Tondi with Deatra as well. And it all falls into the next person, Genuine. Yes, Genuine. Big Dick Genuine. You know, the one who has the dick picture that leaked, and old Pony Boy, him. He's playing the main male character. He knows and has a liking of Tondi. They worked together back in the day when he was still married. Now he ain't married. So we got to see what's going to go down there. Deatra claims that her and Genuine had a little thing. They was kind of liking each other. And Tondi kind of got in the way. And I said, oh, honey, all of this is just too much. This is all going to be a hot mess with all them living in this house together. Next, we got Jermaine Sellers. I remember him from American Idol. And we actually have Kristen Platty. And the two of them are understudies. Now, the thing about Kristen actually she's an understudy for all three of the females. So she literally has like triple work. Jermaine Sellers is the understudy to Genuine. I don't know how that's going to work. But, well, if you've never seen Genuine play the role, then I guess Jermaine Sellers will work. But, like, Jermaine Sellers. So I miss something. I seen the new picture leak of Genuine. What was in the picture on Genuine is bigger than Jermaine's whole body. So, really? Whatever. Please, Genuine, don't miss no dates, honey, where Jermaine got to step in, because that's going to be a mess. Anyhow, anybody got time for that. Like I said, the daughters are not for no bullshit. Taylor had to get Deatra right together, right from the door. Deatra was doing something to be in groovy, and she told her, listen, we're paying you all. We're not playing any games here, and we're not going to have you disrespect us. We're not going to have you not paying attention when we're talking and laughing and kee-hee-ing. Oh, we're not going to have it. And Deatra was giving, wait a minute, I'm not having nobody talking to me like that. And they were like, girl, you heard us, bitch. You know, nobody is here for Deatra's antics at all. Kristen and Deatra end up being roommates. That damn Deatra told her, she said, what's your name again, honey? Christine? What did she call her, Christian? She said, no, it's Kristen. You know, Kristen seemed pretty nice. And she says, oh, okay, well, you will call me Dr. Hicks. Dr. Hicks. I said, girl, if you don't sit your ass down somewhere, if you don't sit your old, tired and through ass down somewhere, because that's what's going on with Deatra. Bitch, you are tired, delayed, and through. And you ain't worked, your money's fucked up, and you done end up taking this role. Then she got mad because she ain't got enough parts. Baby, she ain't got but 5 lines in the whole thing and don't have a song. She pissed off about that. She basically told Kristen about that. I said, okay. And I had to laugh. Kristen had made herself this salad. Baby, that Deatra was just as rude. She said, girl, I really love Greek salad. And I said, look at her bagging. She was dry bagging, honey. Until Kristen, offered her something. And she just gave her a fork. I said, oh. So she was going to taste it off her fork. She was being rude, honey. Now, first of all, you was begging and being greedy. And then she offered you her fork, and you going to be shady with it, too. Girl, and start praying over the fork. I said, girl, I wouldn't have gave you none. But I don't eat off of other people's silverware. That's nasty, baby. But whatever. It's nasty to sit around begging for food out of people's plate, too, you fucking hungry bitch. But anyway, that was a whole mess. So later on, we had this point where Deatra took her ass and went to get her hair done. She had left. Everybody else is there, and they're all running lines and stuff together. And JD showed up and said, well, where's Deatra? She had the hairdressers. JD was reading down. I said, oh, like an old queen, honey. He was reading down and giving the kids, honey, Deatra's on her last leg, and this is not a Deatra Hicks production. This is a J.D. Lawrence production. She don't run me. She's not going to run me. It's going to be what it's going to be, and I'm going to talk to her ass to get her together. I said, well, come on, J.D., let's see what you got. I said, let me see if he's going to backpedal a pussy pop. Baby, when I tell you, he pulled Deatra to the side and let her have it. He let her have it. Kristen, in the meeting, when they were all together, Kristen ran back all their conversations like a tape recorder. I said, oh, gotta watch this bitch, Hattie. She ran back everything Deatra said to JD, just like she was a tape recorder and somebody pushed play on her play button. I said, oh, Hattie, he got her out there and told her, honey, I ain't playing with you. It's not a Deatra Hicks production. I'll fire every last one of you all in a heartbeat, and I'll still move on. This production will still go on with or without you. And he let her know, I already know your career is in the toilet. Nobody wants to work with you. Nobody's fooling with you. I'm giving you a chance. It's not a production of yours. You don't have a song. You're not going to have a song. Get over it. I was like, oh. I said, girl, he got you together. And then he told her, go to your room. I said, no, he didn't. Go to your room. I said, girl, no, the diva didn't have to pick up her cape herself and drag it on back through the house and go on to her damn room. I said, this is going to be interesting, honey. But that was the first episode. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the show. Your husband is cheating on us. And that's the worker. When they were reading the script, baby, the script ain't nothing but Deatra and Leah Grant's story. Catch them teas. I'll talk to y'all next week. Tell me what y'all think about this this little situation in the comments. Talk to you guys later. Bye.